Alright, question 3, here's my numerator, so I can't take out a highest common factor, but it is dots. I've got two perfect squares and a subtraction, so I open up my two brackets, one's positive, one's negative, square root of x squared is x, square root of y squared is y. Then my bottom part, I've got a 3 as a highest common factor, which I can take out, and then I'm just left with x plus y, the x plus y's cancel, and I'm just left with this bracket x minus y over 3. B, again I've got dots here, so I'm going to have x plus 3, x minus 3, because I square root both of the terms, and then the denominator you can take out a 6 as a highest common factor, so if I divide through by 6, I'm left with 1x minus 3. X minus 3's cancel, and I'm just left with x plus 3 over 6. Don't cancel the 3 and the 6 because I've got two terms in my numerator. Anytime you've got two terms in the numerator denominator, you can't just try and cancel numerators with denominators. Alright, C. Okay, C, again I've got a highest common factor in my numerator, which I take out. So 5, divide through by the 5, and I'm left with 1x minus 1. And then in the denominator, I don't have a highest common factor, and it's not dots, right, because it's three terms, but it is a trinomial. So I'm going to say, what are the factors of 1 that when I add those factors, I get negative 2. Okay, and it's because it's a positive, I'm going to have the same sign in both of those brackets. Okay, so 1 plus 1 is 2, minus 1 is negative 2. One of the brackets will cancel, and I'm left with 5 over x minus 1. D. Oh, and don't forget that you can stop this video and ask Ms. Delafield for help if you need. Hey, guys. Alright, D. Okay, D, I've got a highest common factor, but it's not just a number. So I can take out a 3 as a highest common factor, but because there's also x's in both terms, I need to also take out x as a highest common factor. So when you're taking out a highest common factor, take out everything that you can. Okay, so I'm going to take out x to the power of 1 as a highest common factor. And if I divide through by 3, I'm going to get 1 and 2. And if I divide both of these by x, I'm going to get x and 1, right? Okay, so 2 times 1 is 2. That's how I got the 2. Then I've got dots at the bottom, so I'm going to have the square root and the square root. So x plus 2, x minus 2. My x minus 2's cancel, and I'm just left with this. And again, one term at the top, two terms at the bottom, so I can't cancel. And then the last one, because you didn't have to do E, is F. And F, they just gave you two trinomials. Okay, so you've got to factorize each trinomial. So I've got a negative in my last term, so I know one of my brackets is going to be positive, one is going to be negative. Okay, I've got an x squared, so I know the first term of both my brackets is going to be x. Now I need to find the factors. So factors of 2, that when you subtract the factors, you get negative 1, right? There's an invisible 1 there. So 2 and 1, 2 minus 1 gives me positive 1, so I can't say 2 minus 1, so it'll have to be 1 minus 2. Okay, so there's my 1 minus 2 gives me negative 1. And then the one at the bottom, I've got a positive last term, so I'm either going to have 2 pluses or 2 minuses in my brackets. And I have to add the factors. So factors of 2, that when you add them, you get 3. 1 plus 2 gives me 3. Right, so then the x plus 1's will cancel, and I'm just left with x minus 2 over x plus 2. You can't cancel because they're totally different brackets. Okay,